Alright, so this morning we are putting together a Wet n Wild fixture that's going onto a wall with panels, and comes in several boxes with lots and lots of trays. Trays are marked. The exciting part is there's no instructions on how to put this together. So we will be winging this and trying to figure it out as we go along. So we just went through all the boxes and no instructions for the Wet n Wild end cap, for the Wet n Wild install for the wall. So we'll be back shortly once we figure out all these pieces and get everything going and get everybody informed on what's going on. Alright, so we're putting up the header light, and we figured out that you're gonna have to space the header light on a 4-foot section so the brackets fit on the top there. So you're going across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is entering on the 6th and entering on the 6th on this end, and that's just for the power, for the light. As you can see, the power box here, all for the lighting. And then you have 2 brackets at the end. Once this is set with the, on the 6th peg mark, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the peg mark is gonna, peg hook is gonna sit on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th hole. And the same thing on this side. Now we're gonna install the actual header for the light and for the graphic sign. So as you see, the way it landed in there on that bracket that we showed you earlier, goes all the way across. Okay, and then we have power cords we're gonna hook up to the header sign so it lights up. And there was light. So now we're gonna do the panels, so we'll be back shortly with the installation of panels. Okay, so back to the Wet n Wild wall fixture. We got our brackets up, the crossbars. There are 5 in the box, and you have to measure them out with the clips from behind each tray in the wall. So there's 3 sections to each panel. So you have tall on the top, a short in the middle, and another tall on the bottom. And these have electricity, so the trays light up. So we have to connect power. So we're going to install another panel so you can see how they click in. So go ahead. So matching up the panels to the bars. Little tab bent in. There we go. Should slide in now. There we go. And a lot of noise in the background. It's okay. So we got a tall in. Now we're going to install a short. Okay, and then we're going to install a tall. Now these connectors here on the top are going to connect with the ones on the bottom. so they can connect to electricity and make contact. You have to put it together like this in pieces, so you need to be patient when you're doing this. There you go. And then we're going to slide the two panels together. So when we're putting the panels together, on the top of each panel, you're going to see these two little lips here. And then you have these little slide connectors. They look just like this. They're going to make the top of the fixture flush and finished to give it that finished look. So that's when you put these on. Connecting the rest of the power to the other panel. So we're going to finish installing the rest of these panels, and we'll be back with the installation of trays. So we're back and we're getting the trays needed for each section. They will be adjusted per merchandise, as you can see. They're all highlighted. And oh, nice. Are they? So apparently the trays that are in their boxes give you the location and the tray numbers that these are going to be going onto the wall. So right now this is panel A, panel B, panel C, panel D. So when you look at the boxes, it'll say panel C, tray number 3, or you can use the same tray on panel C for number 5, and you can use this one for panel D, tray number 6. Just like this here is panel A. It can be used on 5 and 6. And panel B, this tray can be used for 10 and 11. That one's solely for B3. Panel B, tray number 3. Panel C, tray number 4. And panel B, tray number 8. So these are pretty good little hints and tricks and tips to get all these installed in the correct locations. So as you see, we're still putting in trays. A lot of trays for this section. We have Leon, the master of figuring out confusion. There you go, the scratch of the head. And see, you figured it out. So while he's setting those, I removed all the old trays, the old end cap fixture for all the product, so that we can merchandise it onto the new section on the wall for Wet n Wild. So we came with a discovery of finding graphics and a little bit of a instruction type diagram inside a box. Box is numbered A7C7A8, and we don't know if it'll always be in that box, but the graphics came in there, which is here for the fixture, and this color copy of a description what the planogram is supposed to look like. Yeah, layout. So look out for that. It'll be inside one of the boxes of the trays. Ours came in that box, the A7C7A8 box. Okay, so we got all the graphics in. And now we are getting ready to move product over into here. There is a light box that's going in here, which is right here. So we won't put that in until last, until we make all our final adjustments and get that stuff in. So far not too bad for not having physical instructions on how to put it together. Again, the only instructions that came was a color graphic. And the graphics in the box that came in a tray box that was not even marked. So we'll be back again with another clip of this with it being fully stocked and light box in. So we are back and we are finished with the stocking of the Wet n Wild. Stocked out the tote that was there. Everything in that tote is NOP, non-basic items.
Right.
So now that it's finished and stocked, now we're going to tag it,
Bag it.
insert all the trays, tray mylars and mylars, and then come back with a final, complete 100% plano. Done. So we started this at about 8:30, and give or take, it takes 5 hours to build, move product over, restock. So about a good 5 hours to get this section done 100%. So we are now beginning putting the inside tray mylars. Okay, and inside the tray mylars, they are numbered by tray and section. So I'll give you an example. So we're going to come right over here on the top, and it's going to say sequence 1 means column 1 or section 1 of the planogram from left to right, and then this one's going to be on shelf 4. So we're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as you notice here, 861A, 861A. And if we look at the UPC, last 4 is 6458. Look over here, and 6458. So this is really foolproof. You can't really mess this up. Okay? So we are done tagging. All price tags are up. All tray mylars are in. Set is now finished, 100% complete.